Interesting. It's just as I suspected. What do you mean, sir? What do you see? Well, this beat is going to drop in 4, 3, 2, 1.
What up, my people, or our people? Welcome back to our channel, Mason Family Values. It's good to see y'all again.
Hey, everybody.
It's another Sunday.
What's going on?
We here.
We here.
The light done went out. I don't know what was that all about. In the name of Jesus, I guess we're gonna have to bring this light a little bit closer.
Let there be light.
All right. That look light enough for you?
You look quite bright to me.
You look bright. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Mason Family Values. It's good to have our peoples back with us.
Yes, hello.
Before we get started, make sure that y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you are watching this video and you're not subscribed, what you waiting for?
Yeah. Hello.
We lit over here.
Get with it.
We lit over here. So if you like our content, make sure that you subscribe to us. Make sure that y'all share us out to the world. Share us to the world. Let the world know. Don't be stingy. Share us out to the world. Please. Make sure that y'all give us a thumbs up. Some fingers too. Put them on in there. Make sure that
Not
y'all.
no middle fingers though.
No, we don't want that.
We don't want that.
We don't want that. But make sure that y'all give us a thumbs up and make sure that y'all leave a comment down below.
Please. We
leave
love
a comment down below.
Watching y'all comments.
Leave a comment down below. Even though we need to get better, because I be checking on our channel and people be leaving comments and we ain't even said nothing to them. We need to get better on that.
They need to get
Forgive
better.
us. Forgive us.
I be trying not to go in, but you know, we still people.
Go in for what? We didn't have no bad comments on here.
Oh no, that was on your channel.
Oh, that was on TikTok.
On the TikTok, yeah.
On the TikTok. We ain't had no bad channels on here, so...
Okay. Oh, okay. I'll calm down.
So,
I'll digress.
We ain't had no bad folk on here.
For all y'all TikTokers out there.
Now, that's for the TikTok. Now, on the
crazy.
TikTok, they gonna make me bring out Maruga. But I'm just gonna keep it civil.
We're gonna keep it civil.
We're gonna keep it civil. All right, y'all. Honey, tell them what we're talking about today.
Today, we will be talking about how to not lose your identity when you get married.
All right.
And if we have enough time, we're going to kind of go into ignoring the red flags in relationships.
Wow. Maybe that's what we should start with first.
Okay. Ignoring the red flags in relationships. And I came with that topic because I was watching some show. I forgot what I was watching. And the commentator talked about how many red flags that the individual missed or chose to look over. Because normally the red flags are there, but we choose to ignore them, especially women. You know, we think, oh, we can change him. We can change him. Oh, he only hit me one time. He ain't going to hit me never. Once we get married, it's going to stop. And most times what they fail to realize is once you get married, it gets worse. Because now you're looked at as their property.
Lord, in the name of Jesus.
Do not ignore red flags. So we're just going to, off the top of our head, discuss some red flags that should not be ignored in a relationship, especially before you get married, thinking that it's going to change after you get married.
Okay. I think I got one.
Okay.
If he come in at 3 o'clock in the morning and he ain't at work,
bing, 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 red flag.
I think you need to raise the red flag on that.
Yes.
Because if you ain't at work, some got to go down.
The old folks used to say, ain't nothing open after midnight except legs and it was something else. What was it? Legs
I don't know,
and
but it ain't liquor stores.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because here in Milwaukee, they close at 9. Yeah.
It ain't liquor store. What's one for you?
One for me is if she, if she's always like fussing and arguing and getting to it, especially with the men in her family. You know, she's always arguing with her daddy, you know, her and her brother getting into all the time. That's normally a red flag because normally, unless, of course, this is not always, you know, every situation is different. You do have some where it may be one side or the other. But look into that. Why is she always arguing with her dad? Why is she always getting into it with her dad or her brother? Because more than likely, if it's her, she's going to carry that into y'all marriage.
Yeah, she could be the problem.
Yes.
She can be the common denominator.
The common denominator is you, sis.
It could be you. And this is for all y'all, you know, who, because trust me, I know some people in my family that has experienced this. But if that fella start acting weird like he doing, you know, drugs, I think that's a red flag. You need to, if he, next thing you know, if your jewelry's come up missing, things in the refrigerator start getting gone.
And you ain't cooking?
Yeah. It's a red flag right there. Something ain't right.
Red flag.
Something ain't right. Trust me, I've been around a lot of drug addicts. And I've seen a lot of folk date drug addicts in my family. They made it look normal. But baby, I'm telling you, it was a whole nother story.
Yes.
Once we start finding out things about them.
Another red flag is if he is over a certain age and he's not stable. If he don't at least got his own apartment, his own house. He living from couch to cooler. Mama house, sister house, cousin house, girlfriend house, mama house, sister house, cousin house, girlfriend house. Red flag, bro.
Yeah.
If he getting with you, more than likely it's not love. More than likely he looking for shelter. Like a stray dog.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah. If he on your couch or he taking you to work and then come back home to play the game, that's a big old red flag.
That's a big red flag.
You need to know because, hey, my mother's mama always said, my mother's mama always said, a man shall always have $1 in his pocket.
Oh, and not your dollar.
And not your dollar. A man shall always have $1, at least $1 in his pocket.
Always.
And if that man drive your car, drop you off at work to come back to play the game, red flag, sis.
Because trust and believe, he ain't only playing no game. Jody.
No, he's
Jody,
playing
my
you.
Jody.
You want getting played.
You can play. You know it. You know
come on,
it.
Smooth.
You know that you've been played. Get out my face. You better tell her, get out your face, girl. Get out your house. Don't do it. Don't do it. What's some other red flags?
If she wants you to pay all the bills and don't never want to chip in, she want to keep her money.
Ooh, red.
It's a red flag.
I know we're living in a day and age where you have some, like a lot of men and some women have issues with relationships where it's 50-50, he pay this, she pay that. But honestly, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I don't either, especially nowadays.
Things is expensive nowadays, especially if you're accustomed to living a certain way. If you work, you should contribute to the bills also.
Yeah, I mean, if you do that, guess how much more money y'all are having in y'all house?
I don't understand relationships where it's your money and my money and she did this with her money and I'm doing this with my money and I had to borrow her this, I had to loan him that. Y'all married. I mean, if you go in your joint account, okay.
If you
should have a
joint
joint account as a married couple, y'all should have a joint account. And it's okay to have a separate account if, us women like to get our hair done, nails done, toes done, whatever. Have a joint account. Okay. Have some monies or the majority of the monies go into your joint account and then some into your side account. That's not a secret. No secret side accounts.
No.
Okay.
We need to know where the money is going at all times.
Exactly. Both of us.
When we are a married couple, we in this together. So we don't hide money from each other.
No.
Now, if we have separate accounts that we got a little bit of money going to that we saving for different things, okay. Because even with me and my wife, we have a joint account. And when some money go into the account that I don't want her to spend, I let her know.
You let me know.
No, that money is put aside for something else.
Mm-hmm.
She do the same thing with me. Before I spend, I ask her, well, hey, is this money being put up for something? And she's like, yeah, well, hey, if I don't need it, I don't need it.
No questions asked, because more than likely it's for the house.
It's for the house.
It's going to benefit both of us. So what's the problem?
So make sure that y'all is.
Thank you. He shared.
See, if your man don't share, red flag.
If he don't share his with that Lifesaver gummies, red flag.
Red flag.
Especially the red ones.
If your wife don't even want to share her Dave's chicken, red flag, sir. That go up. If you get backbite for taking 2 or 3 bites,
2 or 3 bites my tail. He left me 2 or 3 bites and 2 French fries.
She don't like French fries.
I put in the air fryer and they come out just as crisp as if they just came out the grease.
She don't like French fries.
I ate them 2 French fries and they was good. Thank you for leaving me 2 of my French fries.
That's all you needed. 2 French fries. That's all you like.
Nigga, how you gonna tell me what I need and what I like?
Because that's all you like is 2 French fries.
It's mine.
Look, we on camera.
You brought it up. Like you said, my Dave's chicken.
All right, we gonna move on.
Oh, now we're gonna move on.
We gonna reach on.
Oh, now we reaching on.
Yeah, we gotta reach on.
Yeah, I'll reach on, all right.
We got to reach on. Let's talk about the other subject.
Reach on, all right.
Look at us. If your woman is a piece of red flag, sir. Red flag now. Because I don't want to say nothing but nobody else but her. Look at it. Abuser. All on camera. Look, you on candid camera.
Whatever.
They done caught you.
I still want to replace. Okay. So our next topic was how not to lose your identity when you get married. Okay. One of the things we did before we got married, and I thank God, for this. He was living upstairs from his cousin. So, as the family would always go from one house to the other, up and down, back and forth, because they lived upstairs from each other. So, one day, something was going on downstairs. So, I just went upstairs to talk to my boyfriend. We were talking. So, we started talking about marriage, and what our expectations were as far as marriage. We talk everything marriage. How many kids you want? If do you even want kids? Do you want a boy or girl? Our parenting styles. How do you parent? How do you do this? I already knew his parenting style because he had a ton of nieces and nephews. And red flag, when your boyfriend threatened his nieces and nephews and said, I'm going to take my belt off, wrap it around your neck like an anaconda and choke you, red flag. If you're going to be threatening your kid the same way. I was, when I first heard that, I knew Brian, I knew him. I didn't know him, this started really getting to know each other stage. And he said to one of his nephews, I was like, I was scared. Like, oh my God, he gonna choke my baby. If we have kids, he gonna choke my baby. He meant every word.
I meant it, but I never I never performed it. I never
Almost.
done it. I mean,
That's probably why they don't like you now.
oh well. They'll get over it.
They did, I just tell you. But we talked about everything from sex. How often do you want to have? So, of course, when you first get married, you have sex like rabbits. Once in the morning, once at night. Well, during the day for a quickie, hey, whatever.
Hey.
What type of positions we have.
Hey.
We even talked about size.
Come on
I
now.
wanted to know what I was getting into.
Nah.
So we talked about parents. What we're going to do if one of our parents gets sick.
Where we want to live.
Where we want to live.
If we wanted to buy a house or not. If she wanted to go or if we wanted to go back to school. Things of that nature. Like I haven't been back to school, but my wife, she did go back to school. So
I had to ask him after we got married. I said, "Baby, I want to go back to school. I want to finish my bachelor's degree." And he was all bored with it. No, I said, "While I'm doing this, I'm gonna need you to do blah 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 blah, because I'm gonna be extremely busy hitting the books." So you have to discuss those things. Let them know if you want to start a business. Like he said, go back to school. If you're in the process of, I don't know, have surgery or something, coming up, you gotta share those things. You gotta let them know because it's no longer about you. It's about y'all. Whatever you do, whatever goes on in the marriage is no longer just you. I want to. I'm going. No, it ain't. No. It's y'all, because where you lack at, he's going to have to pick up. Or where he lack at, you're going to have to pick up. So,
and we've done that so many times and throughout our marriage of 14 years. Because when she went back to school, like she was going to the physical building, at first when she first started going back to school. So I would have to make sure that the kids was in bed. I would have to make sure that they ate dinner. I would have to make sure that they was getting ready for school the next day, and then I still work too. I still had a job now. I didn't sit home like a manny. I had a job too. And I was a third shifter, so I would have to make sure that everything was going smooth.
And our son was young.
Yeah, and he was young.
He was like one.
Yeah, so, and our daughter was the only one that was in school. But still, even with that, I would come home from work. My son slept all night long, so of course, when I come home from doing third shift, he up,
you ready to kick it.
So I can't go to sleep on him, so it was many days I didn't get no sleep, but hey, this is what happens. And then with us still not losing our identity, we still know how to take time for ourselves as well.
Yes.
And I think that that's very important.
Very important.
There's nothing wrong with spending a little bit of time with just you.
Yes.
Or having a spot in the house that's just yours. You know what I'm saying? Where you can escape if you need to. I don't care if it's in the bathroom. So don't lose yourself trying to be everything for everybody else.
Yes. And one thing that I wrote down in my notes is, for me, marry a secure man and not put your dreams, aspirations on the back burner, because your husband is insecure in himself. I know so many women who wanted to, go back to school, better themselves, get their, GED, HSED, associates, masters. I'm gonna say bastards, master,
not the bastards,
but not the bastards. But their husband didn't want them to. They didn't want them to, so they used to hide their school books. They would try to tamper with their aspirations of going back to school. And a lot of times in marriages, I can only speak for myself, when you first get married, that's when everybody want to come at you with advice. I understand it, and I appreciate it, because the Bible said that the old must teach the young. We don't know nothing about being married, okay? Especially we young, we fresh-eyed and bushy-tailed, as they say. We don't know. So everybody's coming at you. And like for me, all the older ones was, gotta carry it to your husband, gotta do this to your husband, gotta do this with your kids, gotta do this with your husband, gotta do it with your husband, gotta do this with your husband, gotta do that for, do this to. And I'm like, oh, okay. So when we first got married, that's what I did. I cared to him, and I was neglecting myself. I felt I was neglecting myself. So then I had to wake up like, hold on. I'm going to have to fit me someplace in this equation also. And it's not being selfish fitting you in this equation, because if you're down, you can't take care of everybody else. Now, I'm not saying that while I'm taking care of me, I'm neglecting my family, because they were never neglected by me. Never. I just had to fit a time in for me, or else I was going crazy. Because I felt that's what I was supposed to do. It was my job to do all the grocery shopping, all the cooking, all the cleaning, all that, and I didn't dictate them things to other people when we first got married, because I was told that I was supposed to do it all.
But see, I think that's the reason that you need to have a conversation with your husband or your wife or whatever. You know, you can't listen to everybody.
You can't.
Because I didn't tell her that I needed all of that. I never once said, well, I need you to do this, and that, and I need my clothes washed, and I need this. Look, before I got married, I was an independent man. I had my own house. I didn't have a car, but I had my own place. I washed my own clothes. I cleaned up my own house. I did my own dishes. You know, so I didn't ask for all of that. But that's why it's so important, you know, even though we did talk, but that conversation never came up, you know. That never came up. Because I would have let it be known, like, well, I don't need all of that. I don't need all of that. That don't matter to me. You know, so talk to your spouse, you know, or talk to your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever.
Well, not only talk, see for yourself.
Yes.
If his house is nasty, got filthy rain around the toilet, around the bathtub, and pee all on the toilet, and food all in the living room, and food all in the dining room, and gnats, and what's them white things though?
Maggots.
Magnets. Magnets and stuff. Honey, red flag. You not getting married. You signing up to be a Hazel.
Yeah.
You signing up to be a Florence Jefferson.
You signing up to be the maid.
You about to be the maid. Okay?
You
So not only talk about it, because when you get married, people say a lot of things. Okay? They say what they think you want to hear. Yeah, I'm like this and I do this. But you gotta observe for yourself. You gotta go investigate that thing. Oh, okay. Let me come by. Okay. Oh, okay. You have a good relationship with your parents? Okay. Let me see for myself. And if he disrespecting his mama, you know, him, his brother, father, or whatever, treat her like she the maid, oh, you best believe you gonna be maid 2.0. MAID 2.0.
And see, that's exactly what, that go back to the red flag situation too. You know, because my wife and I, we was talking to a mutual friend of ours, you know, and they was telling us about another person that they know, you know, that is in a relationship with somebody and they got married to the person, you know, and it was like an abusive relationship. But the thing is, before y'all got married, y'all was together for 3 years. You gonna tell me that you ain't never seen one of them red flags? Come on now, people show you themselves. I don't care.
Yeah.
I do not care. It can be 2 months down the line. They gonna show you who they really is.
Yes, they are.
I mean, and then when people show you who they really, believe them.
Please believe them.
Don't think it's a lie.
Think, it's going to change once we get married, baby. No.
No.
If anything, it's going to get worse.
If that fella is dotting your I before then,
crossing your T,
guess what? he gonna probably shoot you in the belly after y'all get
On the
married.
pinky toe.
So something ain't gonna be, something ain't right.
Yes.
You know, and stop always thinking that you got the power to change people, because only God can do that.
You can hardly change yourself. How you gonna change another individual?
At all. Come on now. We can't look. We finna go to church up in here. Cause no, if you can't. I was telling somebody else that's in my family, you didn't have your life in your hands for all these years. How has that worked out for you? If it ain't worked out for you, now it's time to put your hands in your life in the hands of God, and let Him sort it out. Let Him work that thing out. And I think that's what's wrong with us as people or as human beings. We try to figure it out all by ourselves. Yeah, and what you think God put us here for? He put us here to depend on Him.
Yes.
You know, not ourselves. I mean, we can't. It's some things that we can do for ourselves, but the things that we cannot do, we need to give it over to the Lord.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I hate to go ministerial staff on you, but I will.
Hey.
I will
Preach
now.
on, Elder. Come
I
Elder.
will now.
On Ella.
So hey, make sure that y'all not ignoring the red flags, and make sure that you don't lose yourself once you get into a relationship or in a marriage, because guess what? You are important.
Yes. Because you don't want to wait years down the line and look back and have the woulda, shoulda, couldas. And then when you start having the woulda, shoulda, couldas, then you become resentful. Resentful towards your husband, resentful towards your wife, towards your kids, or whatever, because you feel that they held you back. You know,
And
so
Lord, and we as human beings, we would do that in a minute. We will
Play
say,
the
well,
blame game.
I put my life on hold for such and such and this and that. No, don't put your life on hold.
Yes.
If you feel it's something that you need to do it.
Yeah, so if you're single, enjoy your singleness. Do everything you want. You travel, see the world, go to school. I tell every young person that I know, if you have aspirations on going back to school, go back to school now. Don't wait. Oh, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a year. No, because that year is gonna turn to 10 years. Hello, like me, and then you trying to go back to school with a whole husband and whole kids, and that's hard. That is hard. Lord,
That was almost about the hardest time in our lives, besides us getting sick.
Yeah.
You know, so we really had to compromise at that time too. You know, hey, because like I said, I worked third shift, and she worked a job and went to school at night.
And full-time ministry.
You know, so yes, and we did full-time ministry. We didn't miss a beat at church.
Not at all.
We did not miss a beat at
Not
church.
at all.
There every Sunday. There every Tuesday for prayer.
Every
every Wednesday.
Every Saturday.
And then don't let us have to be somewhere else to another church out of town or something, a conference or something. Man, please. Did you? I was always holding my baby in my hand in the carrier. I took him everywhere. I took my kids everywhere. So they better not ever say I wasn't a good daddy, because I carried them niggas along.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes, everywhere.
Everywhere.
And lastly, last red flag, one of my favorite shows is I'm in Love with a Mama's Boy. Lord Jesus.
Lord.
Girl, if he treating his mama like that's his wife,
See?
treating his mama like that's his woman,
Just
that's
nasty.
red flag, ding, 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 all across. Baby, run. Because trust me. Okay, wave the red flag. Because trust me, it's not going to get better once y'all get married. Now, one thing that I love about him was how he took care of the women in his family. And that was a turn on for me. It was, because he loved his mama. He loved his sisters. Loved his nieces and his nephews and his brother. You know, he loved his family, but I love how he loved and respected and honored his mother, loved and respected his sisters. And I love it because I know by watching him, not just going off of hearsay, well, how do you feel about your mama? How's the relationship with your mama? Oh, yeah, we good. You got to see it for yourself. And for me seeing it and observing how he was with his mama and how he was with his sisters, I knew he was going to take care of me and my daughter. And that's exactly what he did.
Mm-hmm. That's all I know how to do.
Take care.
It is take care.
Yep.
It is take care. But all right, y'all. We done been on here long enough. I need to put some kind of time up there so we can see how long we done been
It's
on.
right there. It's really, 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 really little. 29 minutes and 33 seconds.
Oh, look, I cannot see that. I don't even see
I didn't
my-
see it either because I just saw some things flashing and then, yep, that's the time.
I don't see nothing. Maybe I need to make that bigger.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all. Again, remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that y'all share us out to the world.
Please
Share us out to the world. Share us out to the world.
Trying to build up these followers.
Come on now. We want to welcome our new subscribers.
Yay, welcome.
Welcome over here to Mason Family Values. And we want to thank our existing, is what she said.
Yes.
But we want to thank our returning subscribers because without y'all, it would be no us. And we thank y'all. We thank y'all for the 54 people that we got. We climbing now.
54.
We gonna be
54.
we close to 100.
54.
We close to 100. So come on now, share us out, y'all. Share us out. Share us out. Share us out. Make sure that y'all hit the post notification bell over here to be notified every time we drop some fire over here. And we try to drop every single Sunday.
So if y'all like the
At
content,
least we
let us
record
know.
on Sunday.
Yes.
Go ahead.
If you like the content, let us know. If
Please.
you don't, let us know. If
Please.
it's something that y'all want us to discuss or ask us, have you guys ever experienced blah, 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 blah. More than likely we have.
Let us know.
We've definitely lived those vows in these 14 years.
Yes,
yeah.
we have.
Pretty much
bit
every
of them.
last one of them.
Every
Except
bit of
to
them.
death do you part. Hallelujah. Glory to God.
Glory to God.
We're
We
both
still in the
here.
land of the living.
We're
Thank
still
you,
here.
Jesus. We ain't went to glory yet. So we just want to, hey, we're here again, like my girl Cindy EE say, we're here for your viewing pleasure.
Why? Why? You see what I got to do with?
All right,
That's
y'all.
another thing I fell in love with, his sense of humor, because he retarded just like me.
I am. I'm a little slow.
And two retarded folks having kids, yeah.
I'm a little slow.
They look touched too, just like their daddy.
It happens. And people don't, when people meet me, they don't be thinking that I'm that funny until they get to really know me.
I know a lot of people that think I'm the mean one. I don't know where they get that. Let's take this outside. I'm just sick of you.
Do you see this?
Come on.
This is what I got to
Come
deal
on.
with. Mama drama, Mia X.
Come on, Cletus.
Always.
Come on, Cletus.
Always on some
Come
mess.
on, Cletus.
Could you sit down so we can end this?
Yeah, let's end this, and then we're going to take this outside.
My God, I'm sick of this. This is, look. Who do you think you is? She thinks she is a GD queen. GD folks, come on now. You is not in the Robert Taylor home. What is wrong with her? She just thinks she is on Halstead. I am sick of this.
I am not from Chicago. I'm from the mill.
Look, hey, you acting like a Halstead.
Whatever. Berryland. Okay.
See? Here we go with the ghetto-ness.
West Lawn.
All right, y'all. We love y'all. Until next week, Sunday, we'll see y'all then. All right.
Bye.
Peace.